Good morning students. So class 7, today my class is going to start with soil chapter only. As soil chapter is going on, so in my previous video I told you about certain properties. Today I am going to discuss about the properties of the soil in terms of mathematical calculation. There are three properties in which you should know how to find out mathematically the result of those properties, which you can discuss with someone else also. So in soil we have seen that different types of soil: loamy soil, clayey soil and sandy soil. These are the types of soil. I discussed it in detail. Now the properties that you are going to learn today are following. First one is percolation rate of water. This you are going to learn now. What is percolation? Percolation means seeping inside. Okay, the soil is there, you are pouring water. How much water is pouring inside the soil? The rate of pouring, rate of seeping, or not pouring, seeping, rate of seeping the soil inside. How much water is getting inside that soil and reaching to the bed? The rate of calculating that we are going to learn now, and that is known as rate of percolation of the soil. Rate of percolation of the soil, there is a mathematical formula to find it out. Volume of water percolated by time taken for percolation. This you have to remember. Percolation rate of water can be calculated by using this formula, that is volume of water percolated by time taken for percolation. Now how to find it, how to do the calculation? Whatever may be the soil, you take some sample of soil, or in the ground also you can do this activity. In the ground you put a pipe, that is a PVC pipe, a little bit thicker PVC pipe, put it inside the soil. Okay. Now pour a known amount of water in the soil. Suppose 50 ml of water, 100 ml of water, whatever may be known amount of water, pour on the pipe. The pipe should not be inserted totally inside the soil. Some portion should be outside the soil and some portion should be inside the soil. Now when you are pouring water on the pipe, what you will find? You will find that the water present in the pipe, it is seeping inside the soil. So you have to allow the pipe to stand there until and unless all the water percolates inside the soil. And you have to remember to note down the time also. As soon as you pour the water in the pipe, you note it down that what is the time, and then wait for all the water to be percolated inside. Again you note down the time. The difference in the time is the actual time of percolation, and the amount of water taken by you is the volume of water. That means it may be 50 ml, it may be 25 ml, it may be 100 ml. So it is becoming easier for you to calculate this one. In mathematical formula, you will put the volume of water divided by time taken. So the answer will give you the percolation rate of water. This is one of the property which you are calculating mathematically, and you can compare this property of different types of soil. You will find that different types of soil will give you different percolation rate. Okay. Now moisture present in the soil. As I already told you that in soil some amount of moisture is always present. Now how much moisture is present in which type of soil, to find out it, there is also one mathematical formula. In percentage you are calculating the moisture present in the soil. How? Mass of moisture divided by mass of sample. Sample means mass of sample of soil into 100 will give you the percentage of moisture present in the soil. Mass of moisture by mass of sample of the soil into 100 will give you the amount of moisture present in a particular type of soil. Now how to calculate mass of sample? For that you have to take any kind of soil from the ground or from somewhere else. The soil that you are taking from the ground, it is having some moisture in it. Okay. Now the soil. When you will heat the soil, what will happen? The moisture present in the soil will release as water vapor. So only dry soil will be left behind. You have to wait until and unless the whole soil is becoming dry and the color is also becoming light in color. Now again wait the dry soil. So actually the previous mass and this mass, difference of this mass will give you the mass of the moisture. The previous mass was more. When you have taken the sample of soil, raw sample without heating, you will find that mass of that sample is more as compared to mass of the dried sample of soil. So why that mass is more? Due to the presence of moisture in it. So this difference in the mass is giving you the mass of the moisture. So you got the mass of the moisture, now divided by mass of the sample of the soil. The dried mass, the dried weight, that is the mass of the sample of the soil, because that is the actual amount of soil. So mass of the moisture by mass of the sample of the soil into 100. So you will get answer in maths. You know how to calculate the percentage. So in this way you are able to find out moisture present in the soil in terms of its percentage. Okay. So this is the second property. If I know the percentage of moisture present in the soil, I can compare the other properties also, and different soil will give you different answer also. Third one, absorption of water by the soil. How much water is going to be absorbed by the soil? Okay, so there is also a mathematical calculation. The calculation is volume of water absorbed by total volume of water into 100. In this way we can calculate the absorption of water by the soil. The formula is volume of water absorbed by total volume of water into 100%. Now how to calculate it? What is the way to find it out? To calculate it, actually what you have to do, you have to take certain sample of soil and you have to put it in a conical funnel. Put the sample of soil in the, before putting it in the conical funnel, use a filter paper. With the filter paper also make a cone and put the cone, filter paper cone inside the conical funnel, and now put the soil on the conical funnel. Now the conical funnel should be kept in a beaker which is marked. Marked means where I can mark the volume of water. In lab you can find beakers are available where marks are given to calculate the volume of water or volume of any liquid. In your house also you might have seen that if you have micro oven or this kind of cooking arrangement, so there also you will find one utensil is provided where the volume can be measured, mass can be measured, where marks are given on the side of a glass. So that kind of thing also can be used if you want to do something at your home. So how to do now? Suppose I have taken 50 ml of water, that is my total volume of water. Okay. Now in the conical flux, in the not conical flux, in the funnel, I will put that 50 ml of water. That 50 ml of water will drip through the funnel and it will be collected below in the beaker which is marked by the millimeter liter scale. So I will wait for that much of time until and unless the dripping of water is going to be stopped. When there will be no dripping of water, then I will consider that my experiment has been completed. So I have taken previously total volume of water as 50 ml. Now I will calculate the amount of water which is deposited in the beaker. It may be 15 ml, it may be 25 ml, it may be 30 ml. It depends upon the soil that how much it will drip. So I got the volume of water absorbed by total volume of water into 100. So here also I will get one mathematical answer by which I can complete considering, means data will be available to me and I compare different kind of soils if this kind of data is available to me, or I can even do the experiment by my own to get the different kinds of data and I can share it with someone else. So this is all about the mathematical calculation for the properties of the soil. These are the three ways by which I can compare the properties of the soil by doing this kind of mathematics. Now I want to say you something, that is, although I am sending this video to you, but this portion is not there in your half yearly exam. This portion is there for your next exam, but as the whole chapter is continuing, that's why I am sending you the video at the same time, because later on you cannot correlate the other items in the chapter with this video. So it is easier if you go through the chapter together, if you learn the chapter at a time. So this is all about my topic. I hope you have learned it well. Pause the video and get it known by you by your own way. Okay, thank you very much.